Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. We continue with our recitation from Rag Asa Kabir Jio, compositions of Bhagat Kabir Ji. And in this passage, Kabir Ji appears to be addressing the Pandit who wears the sacred thread and says to him, you wear around your neck a cotton thread that I spin daily. Ham ghar soot taneh nit tanna. Ham ghar soot taneh nit tanna. Kanth jineo tumare. So what is around your neck is something that I spin daily, and I stretch it to make the thread that you wear as a mark of your high caste. The irony here is that the thread is being prepared by a weaver, a low caste. So hint, you're wearing something that a low caste has actually made. Tum to ved padho, Gayatri. So you read the Vedic scriptures, you recite the Gayatri mantra, but Gobind Hriday Hamare. So you do all of that in order to invoke Gobinda. Gobinda, an epithet for Krishna, the protector. So Kabir says you do all of this to invoke the Gobinda, you seek its protection, but Gobinda dwells in the heart. Gobind Hriday Hamare, my heart. My Gobind is already there. So the first verse, the first line, Ham ghar soot taneh nit tanna, can also be read to read that the thread that I wear, it's eternal. It's connected to the eternal. Nit tanna. In either case, Kabir is pointing out to the Pandit that it is not in scriptural learning or recitation of mantras that the Gobind, the self, resides. One has to move inwards. Then in the Rahau, which is the signature past line, he says, Meri jehba bisna nain narayan hirde base Govinda. So he's talking about literally what it means is that my tongue utters Vishnu, my eyes see Narayana, and Govinda dwells in my heart. Jab jam jab puchas bavare, tab kya kahes mukanda. So, O fool, when you are questioned at the gate of death, Jamadwar, what will you then say to Mukanda? Mukanda is another name for Govinda. What will your response be? What Kabir is pointing out to here is when he says that my tongue utters Vishnu, my eyes see Narayana, and Govinda dwells in my heart. What he's saying really is that my senses have been transformed as a result of my mind's transformation. I see the Creator everywhere. I utter what comes to me from the Creator who is dwelling in my heart. But you, O Pandit, have not transformed your senses or your mind. In other words, you have not dignified yourself. You haven't accomplished what you have come here for. So how are you going to give an account of yourself? That's the pointed query that Kabirji is making of the Pandit. Then again, Ham goru tum gwar gusain janam janam rakhware. He's now explaining to the Pandit that, look, we are creatures, we are like cattle. The Creator is our protector now and then and in every birth. You, on the other hand, kabunha par utar, chirayo kaise khasam hamare, what kind of a caretaker are you who has not crossed over himself? How will you take us across? Further questioning of the Pandit. Tu Brahman, main Kasik Julha, bujho mor gyanna. You are a high caste Brahmin. I am a low caste weaver. But have you understood where my knowledge is coming from? Tum to jache bhupat rajye harso mor dhyanna. You beg from kings and rulers, but I meditate on the sovereign of sovereigns. In other words, I'm not a beggar at anybody's door like you are, because I have connected to the self within, who is the sovereign. So Kabir's message to the Pandit is that regardless of what the external ritual may be, unless it is informed by knowledge of the self, is worthless. It's useless. Because without self-knowledge, whatever ritual, religious practice that you may engage in is simply egoic activity. No more, no less. And that is precisely what we have to get away from. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.